Hey guys, so yesterday I posted a bunch of things that I've learned in 2020. Oh, I was gonna use my tripod stand, but I just wanted to hold it instead. And I realized that I've learned so much more in 2022. And it's not that I've just learned it, but I'm actually integrating it. I've been in therapy for years of my life. I have my master's of social work, which I've learned so much through. I've attended support groups, I've attended lots of different sessions. I'm constantly doing my own research now, my own healing, and this year I'm actually doing it. Before I was just learning it, but now I'm actually implementing it and seeing changes and seeing results, and that is the hardest freaking thing, you know? We're bombarded with all this information, but do you actually know it? Like everything you were taught in high school, if somebody asked you a question on, I don't know, history or something right now, would you know it? And that doesn't really affect your life, so it's really different. But honestly, it's one thing just to know things intellectually, but to actually do it and feel it and be it is a whole other thing. In my master's of social work, they were all like, you embody a social worker. You are a social worker when you go to the coffee shop. You're a social worker when you go out with your friends. You're a social worker. It becomes your identity. And yes, that is true. I do believe that. And also, that term never really resonated with me. And you know what? I did my master's of social work, and I'm not practicing as a social worker. And that is okay. And I felt so much sadness and grief and, let down that I'm not using my social work title. And, obviously there's pressure from my family members to go get a job in a hospital as a social worker. And you know what? I'm not gonna do that because that doesn't work for me. I don't enjoy that title. I learned so much through my master's about myself, but honestly, that is not the way I want to help people. It's not. And if that works for you, that is totally cool. There is no judgment. We're all on our own path. And that's something I've really realized, me owning my power and being like, yeah, I'm going to help people, but it's not going to be in that traditional way. As I really dove deeper into my spiritual path here, a lot of my abilities are coming in and I'm feeling more confident to share them with the world. I'm offering my readings, which really, I'm able to tap into your energy and really channel messages to help unblock you, to help release, these constraints we put on ourselves when we're not feeling good enough, when we're not feeling worthy. That's why for so long, I would do what other people said just to appease them because I didn't know what I wanted and I just wanted them to like me. I didn't really care about what I thought about myself. So anyways, getting back to my abilities, it's like, I know I'm on this earth to help people heal, and I know that the way I do that is by healing myself first. So that's really what I'm doing. I guess it was in June now, was the start of my Kundalini awakening. I don't know if I knew or not. Oh my god, I could just put this up here. I don't know if I knew or not at the time, but so basically I got shingles right on my tailbone, and it was pretty wild. I didn't know what it was, and now I realize that's right at the root of my root chakra, and since then I've embarked on this Kundalini awakening. If you don't know what that is, I don't even know how to talk about it right now because I'm just going through it, but basically it comes in and it destructs your entire life. So it moves away all the things, all the people, everything that's not resonating with you, so you can be you and you can align and you can freaking soar and fly. So that's what's happening, Everything has kind of crumbled away that is no longer in alignment with me, which is so beautiful, but it's also scary because you're like, who am I? You're not your old self and you're not your new self. You're just in this messy middle. And the more I tap into my own healing and my own energy, the easier it is for me to connect to others and also use discernment and keep my boundaries really honed in and tight, because that's been something as an empath that I've really struggled with, of just giving all my energy away to everybody all the time and end up feeling depleted. And my friends joke that I'm working for free all day and not getting paid because I'm always being of service, and it's so true. It is so true. And now that I'm alone, it's like I always want to be on and help people. And the better care I take of myself, the better care I can take care of others as well. So I do still want to be of service, and I'm still figuring that out. I'm really dabbling more into kind of cards these days and crystals and sound healing energy, kind of just starting this new path. So I'm really excited about that. And just really tapping into my own heart. So I was on Phil Good's live the other night. I don't know if anyone saw that. It was literally 1 a.m. I don't know why. I just knew I had to stay up late. Oh my god, he's amazing. And So I was telling him about my Kundalini awakening, and he's like, yeah, I couldn't do anything for 3-4 years. Like, that's what happens. You know, and a lot of people think they're going crazy. They think it's a psychosis. A lot of people I've talked to, when they've had a Kundalini awakening, they're hospitalized. See, I've dealt with the mental health system since I was like 15, 16. So I know the ins and outs of it. And, you know, I've already been diagnosed with all the bipolar, all the ADHD, all the borderline, all the, you know, depression, anxiety, which, like, hell yeah. And I know that going there wouldn't serve me, and I know that I've learned so many tools within myself, and that may change, but I know I've learned so many tools within myself to keep me grounded, and I know that spirituality is what saves me, what destroys me and what saves me, what cracks my soul wide open. So I'm so grateful to be sharing and just freeing myself on this journey, because I always knew, you know, I would kind of be an entrepreneur or kind of fly free. You know, my Venus is in Sagittarius. I'm really exploratory and adventurous, and I kept myself small. I kept myself safe because I thought that's what you're supposed to do, you know? Like, I just checked some boxes and I felt empty, and I didn't really know what else was out there, but now I'm really starting to, and it feels freaking amazing. So tuning into my heart has been like amazing. And I was on a live last night with Kevin Crenshaw, the heart guy, and he said, you know, when I was like at my lowest, going through all these things, he's like, I would just feel my heartbeat. My heartbeat kept me going. My heart was beating, and that's how I knew I'm alive and I have a purpose here and I have to keep going. You have to have faith in the unseen. That's something I've really talked about, and that's something he mentioned too. It's like, sometimes we don't have all the answers right now. We don't know. I can't predict the future. You know, I know a lot of people just want me to go get a job and just so they feel secure and stable, and it's like, I can't do that right now. I can't do that. I have to honor my soul and my heart and really follow those nudges and listen to my intuition. And that is what's gonna lead me to my happy place, right? And I shared yesterday as well, my version of success is freedom. Freedom is success to me. And that's what I feel like I have right now. Or at least I'm definitely getting there, and that's why I feel amazing, even though it's so difficult. In my soul, there's this peace and this calm and this knowing, this resonance that I'm okay and I'm not searching outside of myself anymore. So that is really, really exciting. And I was gonna end with something, but man, I totally forgot. But yeah, you just gotta follow your heart and have faith in the unseen, and everything will work out. And time doesn't really matter. That's what Phil said to me too. He's like, this is helping you to have time, because of course I do have goals, and there are things that I'm really striving for right now, but I know that right now I just need to be there for me in this reparenting process, in this relearning process, you know, really coming back home. So it's really exciting, and I just wanted to share that all with you guys. It really helps me to speak about what I'm going through and feel free to do so, because freedom is amazing. It will set us all free, especially this year. So I love you guys so much, and yeah, peace and love.